to Preston. Excuse me, that's Spencer Palmer. Palmer with it. Now Troy called for a walking violation. And for the Chargers, that is turnover number 7 of the half. 8:01 to go, first half. 30-23 in favor of Lynn. Mack is in, Gardner is out. Welcome to NCAA tournament time. Win and you keep moving on, lose and you go home. Wilson dribbles it out near corner, fires it out top of the key. 3 ball, it is no good. Rebounded by UIH, and a loose ball foul called on Ben Berry. Reaching in, and that'll take us to our media timeout as the Chargers continue to trail it here on the campus of Florida Southern College. Trailing it now 30-23 with 7:49 to go in the half. Now this word from Roost Chris Steakhouse.
More than 15,000 student athletes compete in NCAA championships at more than 800 sites across the country annually. Find a championship near you. Visit ncaa.com/tickets and experience it live. Be a VIP with the NCAA Experience. The NCAA Experience offers official fan tickets, hospitality, and travel packages for select NCAA championships. For more information, visit ncaa.com/VIP.
Floor. Lynn is shooting 44% from the floor. The Chargers are 8 of 15, including 3 made threes. Lynn is 11 of 25 from the floor, including 4 made threes. Chargers they came within 2 early at 8-10, but Lynn has been in control of this opening half. Back to action we go as Saxton will walk it up. Troy crosses the timeline. Bounces it up ahead to Preston Herring at the left elbow. Herring bangs his way into the lane, fires up the layup, no good, gets his own miss, tip back up and good for Preston Herring. Preston's starting to look better and better. Let's feed 31 a little bit more. Wilson back with it. Dribbles it out top of the key. Sends it over to Harrison. Nearly walked with it, shuffles it down low, and jamming it home again is Johnson, as Johnson gets a steal and lays it up off the turnover. That is the 8th turnover of the game now for the Chargers. Saxton back with it. The deficit is 9 now for UAH at 34-25, and stepping out of bounds is Spencer Palmer, and that is turnover number 9 for UAH. Lenny Acuff will burn a timeout as the deficit is 9 with 6:57 to go before halftime. Lynn is just in control right now. There is no question about that. Johnson leads all scorers at the moment with 12. Harrison with 7. Landers with 7. Berry with a made 3. And even Reykjavik off the bench when Thomas had 2 early fouls. Reykjavik raked in 5 as well for Lynn. Chargers are led by Preston Herring with 8. Saxton has 7, 3 apiece for Chapman and Mack, and Sieb Webster with 4 points as well for UAH. But the Chargers have turned it over 9 times. That is the big stat of the first half. Wilson walks it back, dribbles it out right wing. Wilson now out top of the key with it. Rolls it down low. Thomas works it out, spins his way in the lane. Jump hook up and good. Excuse me, that was Landers, not Thomas. My apologies. Lead up to 11 now for Lynn as they go into double figures now at 36-25. Could sure use a bucket right here. Saxton into the lane. Layup up and good for Troy Saxton. Sends us back into single digits at 9 with 6:20 to go in the half. Wilson, top of the key, looks down low and tries to find Harrison. Instead goes over to Johnson. Johnson near corner, attacks the right elbow, pivots around and ends up in Harrison's hands with 12 on the shot clock. Bounces it over to Wilson, 10 on the shot clock. Fires up the free throw line jumper, and it's no good. Rebounded by Ronnie Mack, and it's Charger basketball. Oh, could sure use a bucket here, would love a three, as Gardner brings it back. Gardner hesitates. Now dribbles it out left wing, looks down low, fires up the three ball. It is good! They're going to count that bucket. They are going to count that bucket and call the foul. The three is good, and there is also a foul on Lynn as Gardner connects for his first made bucket of the game, and it's also a 1-and-1 opportunity right now for UAH. So the deficit is 6 with a chance to eat into it a little bit more. 5:38 to go before halftime. Preston Herring to the free throw line, the front end of the 1-and-1. The junior out of Leicester makes the front end. This could possibly be a 5-point trip down the floor. One more free throw for Preston Herring. Herring, second free throw, is good, and that is a 5-point trip down the floor for the UAH Chargers. Oh, is that big? Oh, is that big? So the deficit is 4 with 5:38 to go before halftime. Wilson brings it back. Wilson with the top of the key. Every time we've gotten close, Lynn has had an answer. Top of the key three ball is no good for Johnson. Ball loose, though. Taken out. Scoop layup, no good, but fouled on his way up was Fred Landers. And those second chance opportunities are just killing us right now. Lynn's bench is outscoring us 17-3 as Landers dips, shoots, and makes the front end of his free throws. That was Landers' first free throw attempt of the game. He now has 10 in the game. Looks for his 11th point and makes it. So, Lynn with another answer right there off a second chance opportunity, and it is 38-32 in favor of Lynn. Chargers will walk it up. Gardner crosses the timeline, bounces it over to Chapman. Move it around over to Kip Owens. Right wing to Gardner, back to Kip down on the baseline, fires it over to Taylor Chapman. Chapman along the baseline. His leaner is no good, and ending up with it is Lynn. As Wilson fires it up ahead to Johnson, he's hacked on his way up. Good foul there by Ronnie Mack. Certainly got his money's worth to send David Johnson back to the free throw line, where he is 1 of 2 in this opening half, and the Knights have a chance to extend this lead yet again. Every time we get in the neighborhood, Lynn has had an answer. Front end of the free throws, no good. Reykjavik is back in as Landers checks out. Second free throw is no good, rebounded by UAH. Kip Owens bounces it over to Greg Gardner, who crosses the timeline. Gardner hesitates in the lane, lays it up and in for Greg Gardner. Now Gardner with 5 points, and the deficit is again at 4 with 4:40 to go before halftime. Wilson swings it over right wing. Now Johnson at the left elbow. Fires it over to Wilson. Out by himself, dribble drive along the baseline. Fouled on his way up. Basket wouldn't have counted anyway. Instead, they call a blocking foul on Taylor Chapman. And that is the team's 6th or the team's 7th. This will be 2 shots. No, it's a 1-and-1 here. That is the 7th team foul for UAH. So Wilson to the free throw line looking for his first point. Front end of the 1-and-1. Blackout boys is up and good. So Wilson connects. The junior out of Lake Wells, Florida. Sets, and here comes his second free throw, and it's good again. So Lynn again answers. The deficit is 6 with 4:20 to go in the half. Saxton crosses the timeline. Troy with it, fires it over to Kip Owens. Down low to Troy, lays it up, no, it's swatted away by Johnson. Good anticipation by Johnson, and Lynn quickly back with it. With it, Wilson, top of the key. Looks down low, Reykjavik's covered up. Harrison ends up with it, dribble drive it into the lane, and he's fouled on his way up. And we've got a media timeout with 3:59 left to go before halftime. It is 40-34 in favor of the Knights. As you're listening to Charger basketball here on 97.7 The Zone, now this word from Woody Anderson Ford. Here. Quite a few folks are tweeting at me during this NCAA March Madness game, as Lynn right now shooting 47% from the floor, but as a team they are 8 of 11 from the free throw line as well, and they are just have started off fantastic here as the front end of the free throws is up and good for Harrison. Aaron Harrison came in averaging 16.3 points per game. He now has 8 in the game and misses the second free throw, rebounded by UAH. Saxton quickly back with it. Troy with it, directs traffic. Now top of the key, Troy. Dribble drives it, fires it out to Justin Ward. Wide open 3-ball is no good, and rebounded by Johnson for Lynn. Sends it up ahead to Wilson. Wilson hesitates in the lane, sends it over. Reykjavik was fouled on his way up. I think he got bailed out, but they do call the foul. And Reykjavik will head to the free throw line for more chances for free throws. And Lynn just keeps hanging on to this lead. It's been as high as 12. But there has been 0 ties and 0 lead changes. Lynn has led every second of this game. Reykjavik makes it the front end of the free throws. As Preston Herring is back in. Steve Webster is back in. Could sure use a good solid 3:36 out of those two gentlemen. Second free throw is up and good for Reykjavik. He has come off the bench with 7 big points for the Knights. Lead back up to 9 for Lynn. Saxton bounces it over to Steve Webster. Top the key to Ronnie Mack. Mack left wing to Troy Saxton. Troy with it. Near corner. Troy draws a double team. Somebody's open. Sends it over to Preston Herring. Herring hesitates. Fires up the jumper. No good, but fouled on his way up was Preston. And the big man will head to the free throw line for a chance at 2 free throws with the clock stopped at 3-12. Lynn has made 4 threes, as have the Chargers. But Lynn has made 2 more buckets. They've attempted 7 more buckets than we have. Those would be the second chance points. Front end of the free throw, no good for Preston Herring. The folks who drove up from the Miami metropolitan area, hooping and hollering. And the second free throw is good for Preston Herring. Lynn back with it as we tick at 3:05, 3:04, 3:03. Johnson with it at the left elbow. Bounces it down low to Reykjavik, spins his way down. Layup no good, but they call a foul on Preston Herring. A good hard foul by Preston Herring. His first foul of the game. So Reykjavik back to the free throw line where he is 3 for 3 at the free throw line. Front end is up and good, and he's now 4 of 4. The lead again is at 9, and this would send it back into double figures for the Knights, and he does so. It is 45-35 with under 3 minutes to go in the half. Gardner crosses the timeline, bounces it over to Preston Herring. Now Troy Saxton swings it over to Steve Webster, rolls it down low, ball loose, and fouled is Preston Herring as Reykjavik was trying to jump the pass. As we are having to play a good 5 feet out from where we normally roll the ball down to the elbow. Lynn's defensive pressure is definitely an issue and a problem for the UH Chargers. We've gotten it to within 3 and 4 at times. 2 very early when it was 8-10. And I'm not sure what the issue is at the moment, what the officials are talking about. The clock reads 2:43. And the foul occurred, I thought, on Reykjavik. And that is the issue, I do believe. Yes, Reykjavik with 2 fouls as well. Preston Herring, front end of the free throws, no good. Rebounded by Lynn, and here come the Knights with a 10-point advantage at 2:40 to go in this opening half. Wilson at midcourt, dribbles it out. Chargers now in a 2-3 zone defense. Wilson continues to dribble it out. 18 on the shot clock, plenty of time there. Wilson sends it over near corner, ending up with it down low, drawing a double team as Landers fires it out top of the key. Harrison with it. 5 on the shot clock. Harrison spins his way in the lane. Jumper from 10 feet. Banks in for Aaron Harrison. Lead is 12 now for Lynn. Sieb Webster brings it up himself. Sieb lost a handle and another turnover as the Knights run with it. Johnson in the lane. Scoop layup. No good. No good. Rebounded by UAH. Saxton sends it up ahead to Mack. Left wing 3 ball. No good. Ball loose. Taken out by Preston Herring. Chargers have a chance to cut into the lead a little bit. We're down to 1:43 to go before halftime. Gardner bounces it out to Preston Herring. With it, right wing is Sieb Webster. Sieb hesitates. Sends it over to Herring. Back to Sieb. Lays it up and in on a little give and go. That was badly needed. Stops the bleeding a little bit. 1:20 left to go before halftime. The lead is 10. Oh, can we get it into single digits? Harrison back to Wilson, top of the key, and Coach Price wants a 30-second timeout. He will be awarded one. With 21 on the shot clock, 1:13 on the game clock, and what has been a half controlled by the Lynn Knights as they lead it 47-37. Johnson with 12 points, Harrison with 10. Landers with 11. That is 3 players in double figures for the Knights in this opening half as they've shot 47%. Chargers have shot 52%. And you may say, well, why aren't we closer? It's because Lynn has shot 32 times and we've shot 25 times. We have also not protected the basketball all that well. 10 turnovers in this opening half, and when I tell you that, now I'm surprised we're only down by 10. Harrison plugs it into play with 21 on the shot clock. Wilson back to Harrison. Gets a high pick. Sends it in the far corner for a 3-ball, and it is up and good. Dante Scholl, his first made bucket of the game, and the lead is now up to 13. Steve Webster fires it over to Preston Herring. Back over it goes to Troy Saxton. Troy hesitates in the lane. His scoop layup is no good, but a blocking foul called on Lynn, and that is on Landers. His first foul of the game. 46.3 left to go before halftime. And if there's any way we could get it below 10 before halftime, that would be a victory. Saxton, front end, is good. Troy's had a healthy first half. He is now 4 of 6 from the floor. He's made a 3, and he's now 1 for 1 at the free throw line, total of 10 points for Troy Saxton in this opening 20. Second free throw is good. Full court press now. Wilson fires it over to Johnson. Johnson back to Wilson in the backcourt. He fires it up ahead and saved inbounds off of the hands of Harrison as the Chargers sink into a 2-3 zone defense. About a 10-second difference between game clock and shot clock as the Chargers trail it by 11. Harrison with it down on the baseline. Bangs his way in, and a push going to be the call on who? On Ronnie Mack. Not sure I agree with that one. Mack looked like he took the charge. So instead, the clock stopped with 21.8 to go before halftime, and the deficit is 11. First game of the NCAA tournament in the South region here on the campus of Florida Southern College. Front end rattles in for Harrison. He now has 11 of Lynn's 51 points. How about this half offensively for Lynn? They came in having last scored 66 in a game, and they now have 52.